I met factories that were shipping 100 kilograms of hair to Russia. My dad was okay with whatever. But when I started making wigs, he was asking me if I wanted to be a hairdresser.
What made you go into being an entrepreneur?
Ghana is definitely ripe. There's a lot of money to be made here. Packing up your bags and moving here without a plan B is definitely not the right way. I struggled in my 9-to-5 jobs. I was always late. There was a day they rounded up all the latecomers and gave us query letters. The next day I was late. I had lost a lot of money previously in the hair business. Like, I see what people are doing wrong and I wish I could just see.
Blessing, you have such a unique journey. Ghanaian, Nigerian, living in Denmark, having a thriving business in Accra. If somebody was to say, introduce yourself to them, how would you introduce yourself?
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
I'm excited to be here, even though I'm a little under the weather, but
I know you still made it, and
yes.
I really appreciate that.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me. Yes, you said it right. I'm both Nigerian and Ghanaian. My full name is Blessing Ngozi Onwukwe Hanson. So Hanson is my husband's name.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, a long name. Yes. So I'm half Nigerian, half Ghanaian. But I grew up in Ghana. My mother is Ghanaian. I literally lived my whole life in Ghana. Attended all Ghanaian schools.
Which schools did you go to?
So I went to Holy Child.
Okay, I've heard of Holy Child. Nice.
And then
But you guys celebrated an anniversary?
Yes, we did. Unfortunately, I'm not very...
The
thing is, literally, I hated high school. Being in high school personally was not a good time for me.
Why?
So, growing up, I was the only girl.
Okay.
Growing up, I was the only girl. And I had kind of like, it wasn't so smooth growing up. So I kind of struggled to connect with people on a deep level.
Okay.
And in high school, people expect you to be a certain way because it's hard for them to understand you if you're not.
Right.
So I think I had a lot of people against me, a group of friends, and then they went sour. And then, so high school was not really a pleasant time for me.
Okay.
So I think, I don't know if it's selective memory loss, but whenever I meet my friends and they say, do you remember this day? I'm like, no, I don't remember anything.
Wow.
I don't know why, but
it's because you probably didn't enjoy it, so you just erased it from your mind.
Yes.
Do you consider yourself Ghanaian or Nigerian? Is it Ghanaian jollof or is it Nigerian jollof?
Please don't come for me. Please. I have tasted both because living with my parents growing up, my dad really liked to cook and he's Nigerian.
Okay.
Yes. And my mom also liked to cook. I would say the Nigerian jollof could be better if we were not using the Nigerian rice, the Nigerian local rice. I think that's the problem with the jollof. The local rice is the problem. So I would say now I make Ghanaian jollof for my family. Okay.
It's Ghanaian jollof.
Yes, I would say that. Yeah.
Nigerians, don't come for that, please.
Please don't come for me.
I beg.
They have been coming for me though. When I share content online about business in Ghana, I get a lot of, sometimes I get hate speech about, or hate comments about what's a Nigerian doing talking about business in Ghana. Go back to your country, go and fix your country. So I get a lot of that sometimes.
So we, even though, you know, we are fighting against other racism from other people, internally as Africans, are we one?
I don't get it. It really bothers me a lot because if you have a Schengen visa, literally, you can visit 33 countries. They don't even care about your name because we are all in Europe. But literally, we are one of the, I don't know if there's another, but then we are the only 2 English-speaking countries in West Africa. Yeah. But then it's so hard for us to rally behind each other. Everything becomes a battle. The last time I even heard Ghanaians have started calling all the balls swallow. And then Nigerians are like, why are you calling it swallow? Because it's our word. And I'm like, what is all this?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, to be honest.
Because you mentioned when we were talking earlier about how when you go to Nigeria with your Ghanaian passport, the Nigerians are like, is this real? Like, why are you holding a Ghanaian passport? What is some of the things that we are going through as Africans amongst each other?
Yeah, so I didn't even mention this, but the first time I was planning to travel to Nigeria, it was me and my two brothers.
Right.
We actually couldn't travel. They stopped us at the airport. We spent hours at the immigration place, and then my mother had to come and show that she's Ghanaian before they even allowed one person to go.
Oh my goodness.
That was the first time, because they said we had fake passports.
This was a Ghana immigration?
Yes.
My
this was
goodness.
2 years ago. Was it 2 or 3 years ago? Yes. But then, ever since then, because now I have more international stamps, so they allow me, but they always raise questions. Are you sure? So because they always think it's a fake passport.
My goodness.
Yeah. And then when I go there, they're like, why do you have a Ghanaian passport and you have a Nigerian name? Are you not proud of your country? Blah, blah, blah. So it's exhausting.
Oh.
And back to your question, I think a lot of people go through this. We go through that a lot. I think recently, I think it's because we are two different, even though we are very similar, Ghana and Nigeria, we have very different opinions, very different backgrounds, yes.
True.
Nigerians are very different from Ghanaians, very, very different. And sometimes, I guess, the opinions clash, and then we don't see eye to eye. Because I don't know why there's competition. We feel like we need to compete with Nigerians. I don't get that. It's very hard for me to understand, but I guess that's where we live now. Yeah.
But I think we need to definitely change that, because we should be more one. I mean, you having a Nigerian name and a Ghanaian passport, all they have to do is ask, right? Like, oh, are you Nigerian as well? Like, you know, they can just like ask those questions, but just to say, are you not proud of being Nigerian? I think that's kind of like deep.
No, it's deep. I think even when I was coming back in May, quite recently, he wasn't even in part of immigration. He was just a teller for the airline. He was refusing to give me a ticket or print my ticket, because he said you only need a Nigerian passport or a Nigerian ID card to get a ticket. I'm like, then why did you allow me into the country with a Ghanaian passport? I think he just wanted to make a case. So he wasted my time for 15 minutes before his superior asked him to let me go.
Oh my goodness. Hey, I don't even know
it's
that.
A lot.
It's a lot. Okay, so back to opening up a business, being an entrepreneur. What made you go into being an entrepreneur?
I know my husband is sitting here, he's going to laugh, but I've always been entrepreneurial. And ever since, I think as far back as I was 8 years, I remember I would buy the pack of Jello toffee and then I would sell it individually to my classmates. Yes, in high school, junior high school, I remember I was selling bags and shoes that my dad would bring home.
Wow.
I would quietly take it and go and sell it to my classmates, the teachers.
Oh my goodness.
University, I remember I was doing door-to-door selling jeans at some point in Legon, But I've always enjoyed doing something on my own. Like I think it's something that it just came to me. Like I just liked doing something that I had like final say in. So because of that, I actually think I struggled in my 9-to-5 jobs. National service was tough.
Really? Where did you do your national service?
So as a pharmacist, you have to do a rotation. So you either choose 6 months of something, whether as a teaching assistant or something. So I chose an industry because I initially thought I would do that. So I was working at Entrance Pharmaceuticals, Tobinco. Spintex. I was living at Mamprobi. I was always late. Every day I was late. There was a day they rounded up all the latecomers and gave us query letters. The next day I was late again. And honestly, because I would close from work, get home, but still make time to make wigs for people, because that was my passion. And then after national service, after that 6 months, I worked at Unicom and then Ridge Hospital for 3 months each. Even I was always thinking about my business, thinking about the next delivery that should go out. Even when after I got a job at Great Pharmacy at the Octagon, I was there for 3 years. It was still, I was working part-time. It was an evening shift, but I was still always running my business in the morning. So I didn't naturally decide to quit my job. I think they were going to reduce my hours. So less salary for the same, like coming to work for the same showing up every day. So I just quit, and then I never looked back.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's a hard decision to make.
It was very hard. I think I was depressed for a month after I quit. Yeah. I was just, it was hard.
You didn't think about whether your business will sustain, whether it's like you're going to get income. None of that was going through your head?
It was. At that time too, I wasn't spending for my business. Okay. I was trying so hard not to spend for my business, but my salary too was barely taking me to the end of the month. Right. But I don't know, when I quit, I just lost it. So I'll just come back from the gym, because my shop was also in front of my house at that time. Okay. So I'll come back from the gym and I'll just lie there in my room. I'll not even take a shower, excuse me. Sometimes I'll just be there. I was doing that until I got some gigs. Because of my business, I had learned how to edit videos and stuff. Oh, okay. So I was able to get some little gigs on set to help with costume and editing whilst I grew my business. So I think that helped me to at least like take my mind off. Yeah. Okay.
And how was it setting up a business in Accra? Okay. Let's go through the process.
Yes. So setting up a business in Accra, for my experience, right? So initially, I started by making wigs, so that was the service. I was just offering the service. Right. That was easy. I just needed to offer the service. No capital needed. Okay. Right. So setting up the business or setting up the retail business, that came with a lot more headache, because initially I needed to have some kind of capital. Yeah. But I didn't order much. I just started from Nigeria, a few pieces. Right. And then after running my business for a while, I registered it, of course, and then there was a space in front of my house. I moved into it, started running the business. I hired I hired somebody, then it became 2 workers. So what really helped me was consistency, and I had a different way of marketing my hair at that time. So at that time, there were not too many people posting videos of the hairs. I think I got that from Nigeria. When I was buying from them, I realized that this is missing. Yes. So that actually propelled my business. It made us grow a bit faster than others. Yeah.
But I've seen that, young people that want to start business, they just want to grow instantly. Yeah. Like what you're saying is that you did everything gradually. It was a gradual process. Yeah. Like you said, you didn't order that much hair. It was very small quantity, and then you grew from there. But now, I don't know whether it's social media, but it's like getting every young person to think that, let me put everything in this and see how it goes. What would your advice be to those kind of situations?
Well, I'll say it depends. There are 2 ways to start a business, right? If you go through it the way I did, it's slow. It takes a while for you to get there. Right. But if you want to start big, it will take a while for you to be profitable, but it gives you more visibility instantly. Right. So it's like you start with a big space, a big salon, very noticeable. Everybody's going to notice you. Right. So immediately you're going to start getting traction. But it's just you have to be patient. The money is not going to come. You're going to make a lot of losses before you start even breaking even to make profit, right? But if you want to take it slowly, like I did, it's going to take time. So now, considering the amount of noise, there's so much noise everywhere. Yeah. Every business industry is saturated.
It's true.
So if you want to start slowly, like I did, then you have to bring something different to the game. You have to be different. Otherwise, you're just going to get lost because you don't have enough push or enough leverage, because everybody is going to notice the person who is out there. So you just have to look at your business model, and also now, if I had to start over, I think I would probably do a partnership now, because I think that would have helped me to go faster. Aside the monetary aspect, the ideas, the decisions, it would have helped me to go faster.
Having someone that you can, go to and ask advice, and also they can put in money instead of just you putting in money.
Yes, true.
Okay, and then what about getting staff?
So getting staff, I think that has been, it used to be my biggest challenge, but now I think I kind of understand how to deal with staff better. Okay. So we have to understand that they are people just like us, right? So they also have needs, they have wants, they like to be motivated, they have dreams. Yes. So hiring staff now is not a problem. I think the last time I put out a vacancy, I had about 250 applications within a day. People are looking for jobs, especially in Ghana. People are looking for jobs. So hiring staff, you should not look at them as you're just hiring help for your business. Just look at it like you're investing into your business, because they're human resource. It's also part of the things that make up your business. So look at how you can make your staff, their lives better. Can you reduce the hours? Do they need to work every day, or can you have a shift system? How much can you add to their salary, which will not inconvenience you, but it might actually change their lives? You know, so we need to find ways to motivate our staff if we really want them to stay with us and believe in the vision and want to contribute. So I think I didn't used to think too much about that, but now I've gotten better.
And so what systems have you been putting in place? Because you're not here full time, you're in Denmark with your husband, coming back and forth. A lot of people say that if you're going to do a business in Ghana, you have to be on the ground. So what have you put in place to make sure that, you know, things don't go wrong?
Okay, so I don't necessarily think you have to be here or absolutely have to be here before you run a business in Ghana, based on my experience, right? Because I actually prefer my time away from Ghana, because when I'm in Ghana, I actually don't have time to sit down and work on the business. I'm always doing something. Yes.
Coming to an interview on
Exactly. There's always something to do all the time. Yes. But aside that, it has taken me time, but of course, we learn by doing. And I'm actually really proud of the things I had to go through, because they actually taught me a lot. Yes. So I only moved just over a year ago. I moved to Denmark. Initially it wasn't planned. I was only going to be there for a few months and then come back. But then I realized that, what's wrong? I can be here. So I think the person I had then was not trustworthy. So that person actually taught me to implement more systems in the business. Yes, so now I have an inventory system, standard operating procedures, like so many systems, a tax manager. So it's very easy to manage everybody individually. Yes. So even when somebody leaves, the person is replaceable because they are standard operating procedures. Yes. So it's easier to manage now. I would say it's easy. Nothing is easy, but then it's easier to manage businesses now from the diaspora.
That's good. But just to go back on the pharmacy, because doing pharmacy, isn't it a few years, like 7 years, 5 years?
It used to be 4 years.
It's 4 years?
Bachelor. I did the bachelor.
Okay,
so now the doctor of pharmacy is it 6 or 7?
You did 4 years.
Bachelor.
And have given that up?
I wouldn't say I've given that up. Because I think it shaped me. It shaped my mindset. It definitely shaped me and made me who I am now. And also, at the point where I am now, I'm looking to really diversify my portfolio. So I know I may double in pharmacy in the near future. I don't know what aspect of it, but I'm very sure, because I have a lot of pharmacy friends. My entire network is made up of, my husband is even a pharmacist.
Oh my God.
Yes. My brother is a pharmacist. Yeah, I know, right?
But what did your parents say when you said, "Oh, mommy, I'm closing up. I'm leaving pharmacy. I'm going to sell hair"?
My mother actually, she wanted me to do medicine, and I didn't want to do medicine because I was really good at math and physics. So I wanted to do engineering. So pharmacy was my way of appeasing her, and not like going because I just chose it because my brother was let me just get into pharmacy. But my dad was okay with whatever. But when I started making wigs, he was asking me if I wanted to be a hairdresser. Did he pay school fees for me to be a hairdresser? Yeah, that's what he said. But now he's actually really proud of me. Yes, he's very proud. So I think as long as it's worked out, so they're fine.
Wow. Okay. So starting out a business in Ghana, what was the most surprising challenge that you faced as an entrepreneur?
How difficult it was to get funds, like support. Yes, because it's so easy to get funds outside, like loans. It's so easy, but over here it's like the system doesn't trust you. The system doesn't even trust itself. So it's really difficult to get funds, and I think that's what has held me back the most, getting funds. There's been a lot of challenges, but I wouldn't say they surprised me, like staff stealing and stuff like that. I mean, I wasn't surprised because people are people. So we deal with it and we move on. just make sure we learn from them, we do better. Yeah.
Okay. Can you share a story of a setback that you experienced whilst doing business in Ghana?
The staff loyalty, the staff, yes, that's definitely a major setback. Last year, I caught, was it last year or this year? I think earlier this year.
Wow.
Earlier in the year, like the first quarter.
Okay.
I had just had a surgery done and I was recovering. And then within the same week, I realized that the person I had left in charge had been stealing.
Wow.
He wasn't even doing it smartly.
Oh my God, that's the thing.
Yeah, because he was doing it through his work phone. So sending his work phone number for clients to make payment, and then he would go and withdraw. So all I had to do was to pull up the records.
Oh.
And then I got a total of, it was a lot, like about 50,000, and I added some interests on it. And then he's still paying till today. Yes.
How did you manage that?
So, yeah, I mean, I made him sign something. So it was either he made that payment or I took it to the police. And he didn't want that record.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
So that made me realize that the entire staff system was toxic. The culture was really toxic. So when I replaced him, the person who took over his job, she gave me a detailed breakdown of the staff, and I realized that it was very toxic because he had been running it
probably with them, right?
Exactly. So everybody was just talking. Yeah. So that was a major setback, but it actually taught me a lot, to be honest. I was able to implement a lot of systems because of that. And I think it's good I went through that, even though,
a lot of people in the diaspora feel like, okay, I'm gonna pack everything up and then I'm gonna start a business in Ghana.
Yeah.
What would you say to them?
Okay, so Ghana is definitely ripe for the harvesting or for the taking or whatever. Right. There's a lot of money to be made here, but it has to be done the right way. Packing up your bags and moving here without a plan B is definitely not the right way.
Okay.
Yes. First of all, you need to do your research, understand the problems, because every business that thrives is solving a problem. So if you start a business that is not solving any problem, then you're just you're literally just throwing your money away. Yeah. And I see a lot of people do that. So you need to really understand the market. The problems here are different from the problems there. I learned that the hard way when I went to Denmark and I was trying to sell hair the same way. I was trying to market hair the same way over there. It didn't work out. I realized I had to take a step back and then regroup and come back again.
Right.
So you need to really understand. We don't have problems. We have problems of internet. You don't have problems of internet. We have some challenges that affect us here do not affect you here.
Right.
Yes. So you really need to understand the problems here. And also you need to definitely seek guidance and mentorship. I'll 100% advise this. That's actually why I went into the service of helping people in the diaspora to set up businesses here. Because when I went there, I met people who everybody wants a piece of home. Those who grew up there, everybody just wants, because they actually, somebody told me this, he was like, they are actually jealous of us, the freedom we have here. Right. Because over here you get to, but over there is like kind of strict. Yeah. You have to, like, work pressure, everything is kind of strict. So people always want a piece of home. Right. Yes. So that's why I felt like I need to do this, because I'm able to manage my business while I'm in Denmark. Right. Yes. So you need to definitely seek guidance, seek a mentor, somebody to show you the ropes. Okay. And then you need to make sure you do your research, make sure you are following regulations, because there are some rules about non-Ghanaians not being able to register certain kinds of businesses. Yeah. So you need to do your research and speak to a consultant. Yeah, I have a consultant I work with. Okay. So when I was in Denmark earlier this year, I was able to register my business, open a bank account, everything from Denmark. Yeah. Yeah. So it's very possible to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you need to really do that. And Yes, I know. Sometimes it's tempting to just throw all the money in it because you hear how much people are making, especially during Christmas time. But yeah, don't do anything without researching and testing out the market first. Yeah.
The hair business in Ghana, I feel like there's a lot of people in that business. How are you able to stand out and make a business of it?
Honestly, right now, everybody's mother, father, everybody's grandmother is selling hair. It's crazy. But I was really blown away when I went to Vietnam last year to meet my suppliers. That was my first time. And the way we think the hair industry is saturated in Africa is 100 times more that in Vietnam. They even have a village, Bac Ni. Is it a village or a town? Called the Hair Village. Yeah, so the village, a hair village. So everybody there works in hair. There's a factory, every house is a factory. Yeah, so, and I met factories that were shipping 100 kilograms of hair to Russia. Russia, which is supposed to be 80% Caucasian.
Wow.
Yes. So the hair industry is indeed saturated in Ghana. But I think the problem is everybody is trying to do the same thing. We are all doing the same thing. So we all look the same. We are all the hair seller on Instagram. Everybody is the same. Yes. So what we are doing, Glam in Inches, to stand out is we are trying to come at it from a different angle. Instead of selling the product, we are selling what it makes you feel confident. So that's how we market. We always market the hair based on confidence. So we may have premium prices, we may have like maybe higher prices as compared to the market, but we come at it from a different angle. Yes. So that's what we are trying to do to stand out or to stay different in the market. And it has also inspired me to create resources for hair business owners actually. So when I went to Vietnam, I compiled everything I learned. I visited 16 factories. And I spent hours at every single factory because I had lost a lot of money previously in the hair business. I had been sending
the money to someone to...
Yes, no, to a supplier. There was one supplier, I was sending $14,000 to them alone every single month, and then they would mix it.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So I was working with other suppliers, but they were chopping, like they were taking my money. But they would mix it. So last 2 years, I lost a lot of clients, a lot of money. So that's why last year I had to go there. So I just put everything I learned into a course, Notes from Vietnam, for the hair business owner in Ghana, so that they would avoid the mistakes that I made. Yeah. So
is that something else that you're doing? Training?
Yes. So that's why I set up the business of your dreams. Because after 6-7 years in business, I saw a lot of gaps that I knew I could make an impact. I knew people were just staying at the same plane. They were not scaling, they were not growing. So growth is something I'm really passionate about in business. So that's why I started the business of your dreams. To help people, to launch and scale. So hair business owners or any other entrepreneur, and also diasporans to set up businesses in Ghana.
Some people be like, I mean, you're in the hair business, you're advising other people on the procedure of how you do it. Some people feel like you're giving away your trade secrets to people.
But the thing is, there's something called, that's what I think my coach always says this, your secret sauce. Nobody can take your secret sauce away from you. I have, in my experience, you can even give people your blueprint and they would still deviate. Because nobody can do it like you can. So if you feel like you need to teach, you need to impact, go ahead and do it. It actually makes you better. Because from teaching people, you get better, you get smarter, you see problems that you may have actually faced, but then you get to face it with other people and avoid them. So it makes you better. And then once people feel like you are giving them value, they look up to you. So I honestly don't think it has affected my business. I think rather it has kind of put my business more out there because people are associating my personal brand with my business.
And do you see people paying for services? Are they willing to pay for the service that you're providing?
Yeah, so I think people are more skittish when it comes to paying for information. because they believe they can get that free information online, and it's not true.
Yeah.
I mean, anything you can get for free online, if you can get something for free online, imagine what you can get for the paid version of it.
Right.
Yes, so it's actually really hard, but everybody who has encountered my coaching, they always have something good to say, because it's my passion.
Yeah.
I think I discovered that passion whilst running my hair business, that I love business. So I love talking about business. I love giving advice. So I give freely. So someone can even be having a hair business, and then I'm actually teaching you, market this way. No, don't do this. So I teach you everything freely without holding it back. So I think those who have encountered, yes, they keep coming back. Yeah.
Okay. So do you do particular like coaching sessions?
Yeah.
Do you do one-to-one sessions? How does it go? Someone's trying to book you for something.
Okay, so I start with a discovery call, which is free, 15 minutes, just to understand. So this is particularly for those who want to set up businesses in Ghana, in the diaspora. Right. So just a discovery call for us to understand your needs and how we can help you. But aside that, I have an accountability meeting every Sunday at 6 p.m.
Hey.
Yes.
Okay.
So it was different, but I felt that the problem with growing businesses was the lack of accountability. No one to hold you accountable. That was the problem, because we go for classes, we go for master classes, we learn a lot, but after that, what next?
That's it.
So that was my problem. So that was what I launched first.
Okay.
It's very low ticket. It's not something I'm looking to like make big money from, but it's what I feel has been the most impactful. Right. I call it the growth circle. So every Sunday we meet, we set goals for the week, and then the next week I hold you accountable to them.
Oh, yes. I like that.
Yes. Aside that, I have one-on-one coaching. That I usually don't market it so much because I always feel like one-on-one is hectic. Like it's a lot of energy to give to somebody. So I don't like to market, because I know if I have several one-on-ones, it may be difficult. But yes. And then I do have a lot of courses, free courses on my platform as well. Okay. thebizznessofyourdreams.org.
Okay, that's the website.
Yes.
Okay.
And for diasporans, I do have a few services. So if you want to set up a business in Ghana, I can provide expert guidance, just guide you through the process, or I can do it with you side by side. Or we have the done for you system where I can do everything for you. So you can be there. Of course, you would have to make the final decisions, but I can help you register the business, hire, open a bank account, help you with everything. Set up, if you want to set up a shop, basically help you with everything. Okay. And then after 6 months, I hand over the business to you. Wow. With the systems and everything in place. Yes.
That's fantastic. Yes. You've also done mentorship. You've mentored over 400 young women.
Yeah.
What makes you so passionate about mentorship and giving back to the society?
I think the main thing is because I see the gap. Like I see what people are doing wrong, and I wish I could just so I think that's what makes me so passionate about sharing information and giving back. It's because I want people to change their mindset. I think the problems we mostly face are because of our mindset.
That's true.
Yeah, our mindset is not, we are not tuned to believe that there's more. So we only just see what's around us, and then we are like, okay, this is what someone else is doing, let me do the same thing. So I think that has been my biggest motivation.
What's the most common mistake that you see young entrepreneurs making?
Okay, I think we spend too much time in research mode. People are always reading, they are always learning, they are always watching YouTube videos without actually getting the job done. So we are just wasting time. And that, I think, it holds us back, because the people outside, or the young entrepreneurs in America, they are like,
they're on it. Yeah.
Because you learn by doing. Like mistakes will not kill you.
It's true.
You actually learn from them. But here we want to get it right. So even people have tried to mentor to start. I think it's really hard for them to start, because they just want to get it right. They want to, but it's never going to be perfect.
It's true.
Yeah, so that is one thing I wish we would stop doing, because just get it going.
Just start.
You will figure it out.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's true. Have you got any success stories from, mentorship of any young women that you've mentored?
I have a client. She's actually the one who got me this. I'm wearing her suit, from her clothing line, right? Yes. So she has been in business for a while, over 5 years, but she wasn't growing. Her business was the same, right? So when she came to me, I identified the problems. First of all, I introduced some systems into her business. I asked her to write down her short and long-term goals, which are really important, because if you don't have the foresight, you don't know where you're going, you don't know what to do. So that really helped. And then I looked at her prices. I realized she wasn't making profit. So I asked her to review all her prices, and then helped her to hire somebody, because she was doing everything. So helped her to hire somebody who could help her in her business as well. And happy to say that last month she was able to exceed her revenue target. Yes, so that was great. And so I've had other people who came in, wanted to start a business, and now they have started. So that is a success story.
Fantastic. Have you managed to set up any businesses for some of the diasporans?
Well, a few reached out for a hair business, and thankfully now we're able to set it up, and yes, they are running beautifully. So from time to time they check in with me, and I'm able to guide them on some things to implement, how to deal with their staff and systems and stuff like that. Yes, so it's going well.
Fantastic. How do you want Glam in Inches business to be known in about 10 to 20 years?
Wow, 10 to 20 years is a lot, but yes. The thing is, one thing I always tell my mentees is, when you set goals, like, put down businesses that you look up to. Because if you don't have people that inspire you, it's very hard to know where you're going, even with the goals written down. So I look up to this business in the US, Yummy Extensions. It's a Nigerian woman who set up her hair business in US. She has a salon, a space, really beautiful space in Texas, Atlanta, New York City, like
everywhere.
Wow, it's amazing.
All the major cities.
Yes, she's a Nigerian.
Wow,
mind blown.
Wow.
Yes, so definitely want to be like her. Yes, because she is just oozing. Her business is just all about oozing confidence and not really doing what everyone else is doing, because everyone else just keeps sending it to the celebrities, but she is focused on the regular woman, the modern woman, just the confident woman. So I would definitely love my business to be like Yummy Extensions.
Yummy Extensions, if you are watching, please get in touch with Madame Blessing. She'll love to meet you, and maybe you can mentor her.
Yes, Yummy O, that's the owner.
Yummy O.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's good. It's always good to have someone that you look up to, someone that you think can inspire your journey, and that's exactly what she's doing as well. So she's not just preaching it, she's actually doing it as well, which is important. What's next for you, both in Ghana and in Denmark?
Okay, so at the moment I'm at a time where I want to expand my knowledge and my investment portfolio. So I'm trying to gain knowledge in AI, crypto, forex, everything that makes money, because I want to know where money is made.
I love it.
Yes, because the successful people didn't just stick with one thing. So I'm really looking to do that, and I'm looking to build solid connections.
Fantastic.
Yes, in Ghana especially. That's why I joined Guba, because I know I'm going to meet really, really special people.
So finally, finish this sentence. The diaspora conversation that we need to have today is?
There's money to be made in Ghana.
I love that. I love that.
Launch, scale your businesses in Ghana.
I love that. I love that, Blessing. Thank you so much for coming on the show. You've been a blessing. I love the name Blessing as well.
Thank you.
I really hope that everything that you are doing will continue to grow as well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. And thank you for watching. I know that you have been inspired. Blessing's details is in the description, so make sure that you go DM her, message her, and make sure that her business grows by you investing in her business.